Alright you guys, today we have two Lenovo kind of like little mini computers. These remind me of the Intel NUCs. I love these just as much as the Intel NUCs. They're really nice small little PCs. They're the Central M92p, and today we're going to be taking these apart and we're going to be upgrading the memory to 8 gig DIMMs and putting in 2 SSDs since these still have spinning drives. So let's go dive right into it. So our first one, to take these off, is just one simple screw. Take out that screw. And then now you can slide this whole thing forward and just pull it up. And that's how easy it is to take apart these. I mean, they're so quick and easy. Now here you got your fan, your heatsink with your CPU underneath, and this is our important thing. This is our hard drive that we're going to go ahead and disconnect. And then you can see we got 2 screws here, one in here, one there. And we're going to go ahead and remove those screws out. And the other one. Our other one got kind of stuck there. So we're going to take that out. And then to remove this hard drive, you just push forward and then up. Now this is a speaker here, and that's got a cable underneath that we need to just, you can see we just need to pry out of there. So now you have the hard drive out, and then here's our memory. And it's as simple as just pulling those tabs back, pulling up, and removing that memory. And that's only a 2 gig DIMM, and we're going to be putting an 8 gig DIMM in there. So we're actually going to put it in the slot closest to the motherboard. I feel like that's always the best practice, so just go ahead and do that, and then you can always add another DIMM up here. But this thing I think only supports 8 gigs, so we're going to be putting 8 gigs in there, which is more than enough for what the client needs. And now we're going to go ahead and remove these. Let's get our better drill out here. We have our screws out. Now we're going to go ahead and replace it with our SSD. I love these small computers because they're just so easy to replace parts, upgrade parts. Whoever designed it, it's just so easy. You just saw it was one screw to replace the top, and now we have full access to all the components. A lot easier than doing a laptop upgrade, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and put, this sits right behind that tape. We're going to slide our board over so we got our memory replaced. Now we can go ahead and plug in our speaker here. It's so hard to get in. Here we go. And then we just sit it back in. Slide it back in, and then don't forget our cable here. Push back in, everything's sitting flat, and there you have it. That's as easy as replacing our spinning drive to an SSD and upgrading our memory from 2 gigs to 4 gigs. I'm sorry, 2 gigs to 8 gigs. Don't forget we need to now screw in those 2 screws. And then our second one. Slide our cover on. And then our last screw here in the back. And then we're going to go ahead and install a fresh copy of Windows 10 on here. And then we got our second one. We're going to be doing that same thing. Taking out the hard drive. Like I said, it's just one screw. Slide it forward. Removing that SATA connector. Two screws here, just like before. And be careful this sound cable here. Sometimes it gets tangled up. This one was actually missing memory, in which we knew that, so we're going to be adding that 8 gig DIMM in there. And then go ahead and take out these screws. And we got our SSD in here. So we got our memory in there. Now we're going to put our drive in there. And of course we got to get our sound cord back plugged in. And there you go. And then slide into these connectors here. Push in. Connect our cable. Make sure that's nice and snug. And then we have our 2 screws. Make sure it doesn't come loose. And then our last screw. Alright. And we got our top cover. And then our last screw for this second unit. Here you have it, you guys, all done. So now we're going to go ahead and connect these up to a monitor and plug in our USB for our Windows 10 installation and install Windows 10. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you in the next video.